Did you ever try to further improve how fast you punch people through the roof? Oh, was there ever any certain time when you thought brute force and style combined? Well, I guess now it's time to shine, 'cause finally she's here. Here comes mine. As a matter of fact, the best bet one has is to quickly react to the first attack and save for the beat. You should never go back, just resist. Have you ever really wanted to be a total rebel, flipping tables on the enemy? Did you ever try to further improve how fast you punch people through the roof? Oh, was there ever any certain time when you thought brute force and style combined? Well, I guess now it's time to shine, 'cause finally she's here. Here comes
My name is Joshua Fekes Quest. I'm here tonight by myself. I am a CSL guy, but more importantly, I am a caster for CSL. Once again, Joshua Fekes Quest here, again, by myself. I should have a co-caster coming with me in the second game. I hope that's true, but you know, you can never tell in this world. Anyway, but we do know, though, is Dr. Mundo is banned out as the first ban, and it is going to be Florida Tech on the blue side, as Maryville on the red side or purple side. I really don't understand why they still call it purple side, because they always use the red over the red colorblind mode, and even the LCS. But it doesn't matter. Maryville, they are going to ban out Soraka first, and pretty standard. I mean, most people can't really stand Soraka at this point in the meta, especially with the new masteries, helping her out heals and giving armor and magic resistance with those heals as well. It's pretty powerful, so they're just going to get rid of that one. On the other side, though, second ban from Florida Tech will be Brand, another powerful champion that's kind of risen up with the new masteries. We'll see, we won't be seeing that one, but Kindred, second ban from Maryville. So this is the interesting thing. One of the, I don't know how many solo casts you guys ever listen to, guys or girls, ever listen to, but it's kind of just about rambling here. So until this is like something happens, I just kind of have to fill this dead air. And so bear with me. Like I said, this should be remedied, and also forgive the overlays. A little mishap tonight with the communication on the production side. We'll get that fixed by the next game. Because I do have overlays for that. And I have an overlay for the in-game. Just this champion select, it is down. But third ban and last ban for Florida Tech is going to be the Lulu. So going to deny that sort of re-engage, and even late bully that Lulu offers. Speaking of bully, and I guess I don't even know if you can call it a re-engage. Tom Kinch can kind of do everything, and actually in the champion select, or not the champion select, the championship, the champion lobby, kind of compared Tom Kinch to catfishing on Tinder, because he completely, it makes you think one thing and then completely denies you. And he is a catfish. And for anyone unfamiliar with the term catfishing, that's when you, maybe as a guy or a girl, going on Tinder, dress as the, opposes the opposite gender, and just try to lure somebody into a date, which is, you can go all the way through with that one, and by that point, it's probably not just catfishing, it may be illegal. So just be wary of that one. But we do have Ponernub. He is going to be locking in the Hecarim. Don't know if that's going to be a top lane Hecarim or a jungle Hecarim, or if he's going to pull out his inner keen and go mid lane. We'll see what he does with that one over on the side of Florida Tech. I've seen a lot of top lane Hecarims, because he does bring the mobility as well as the damage potential, the killing potential, because you don't have to take Flash or Ghost with a Hecarim. You can take Ignite and Teleport. A lot of them do that in the top lanes. We'll see what Florida Tech decides to do. Maryville, on the other hand, locking in the Fiora. Haven't seen too many good Fioras lately, but she has also been banned quite a bit recently as well. So we'll see what the top lane of Maryville can do with Fiora. And of course, Thresh fits into almost any team comp. Can't really go wrong with Thresh. I like that pick. There's the thing with picking out a Thresh, though. There's so many picks outside of Thresh that you could pick away from your enemy team. So yeah, you're picking a Thresh away, but what are you leaving open? You're leaving open so many other things. A Jax and I really, things that actually aren't being picked right now, so it might not even be relevant. But because as Kalista has been locked in, and Barcode there, they have some really fun names with Florida Tech. I will give them that one. I'm gonna call the one who just locked in Kalista. I'm gonna call that one Kara, and I'm gonna call the Nautilus Barcode. So. Just bear with me on that one. I'm not going to break my voice trying to pronounce the mid lane. And in fact, they actually said he's foreign, or she, who knows. That player is foreign. Don't know how much I believe that one. Could be trolling me. It doesn't really matter. Still going to call him Kara, no matter the situation. MCKG, hovering over the Rek'Sai. And again, pretty standard pick on the Rek'Sai. There's been a little bit of shift in junglers. I mean, but Rek'Sai, Gragas, and even Hecarim, really. I mean, they're all pretty standard. You can't go wrong with them in this meta. Interesting, Zac, also another one. Switched over to Zac. I like that pick a little bit more for the engage. Ezreal also locked in by a wild wiggly tough. Very nice. I rather love these names. Common Dork instead of Common Door. Command Dork, actually. now I'm just like trolling my own self. Commandork rather than Commander. Commandor. And the Midget Cow. So anyways, interesting names. We'll see what Commandork decides to go with. Hovering over the Orianna right now. And Darius, that wouldn't be such a bad pick in the top lane. And that's one of the advantages of picking a Hecarim, and even a Nautilus. Hecarim and Nautilus, technically, can both be flex picks. I've seen plenty of Nautilus jungles in the Collegiate Star League. It's not uncharted territories, and it actually works. But Hecarim can go, like I said, go jungle or top lane pretty easily. Darius can go top lane. Lee Sin, more than likely going to be a jungle. So we'll more likely see that Hecarim as a top lane Hecarim. Let's see how that one pans out. I wouldn't suspect we see a lane Lee Sin. Once again, I have seen it, but more than likely. With a Nautilus locked in, that's more than likely going to be a Kalista and Nautilus in the bot lane for Florida Tech. And of course, they're going to round that out with the mid lane and top lane carries on the Orianna and Hecarim, respectively. And Lee Sin thrown in there too. Lee Sin's one of those interesting champions. I mean, on paper, he doesn't really seem like he fits very well into places, but he actually works quite well into most comps. I do have a message. I'll check that after champion select, just because I don't want to throw up anyone's private conversation into the stream. Anyways, Twisted Fate, he's being hovered over. This would be a really good counter. I would think to the presence that a Hecarim does bring, and we'll see if Kara is going to take teleport in the mid lane. May want to take barrier, may want to take exhaust even. Some Oriannas do go exhaust. Of course, there's always ignite as an option as well. We'll see what they pick. But we do have our team comps over on the side of Maryville that will be Fiora in the top lane, Zac in the jungle, Twisted Fate in the mid lane, Ezreal in the bot lane with a Thresh. And on the other side, that will be a Lee Sin in the jungle, Nautilus in the bot lane along with Kalista, Orianna in the mid lane, and the midget cow on a rather large horse in the top lane on the Hecarim. So, yeah, we actually have a lot of Florida Tech, Florida Institute of Technology fans in the chat. Really like seeing. That's one of the things I really like seeing about collegiate gaming. A lot of pride, a lot of fan pride, a lot on the line as far as some of these guys might be your friends, you know them personally, and it's not just like knowing Doublelift. You actually know these really, really good players. So we'll see how this goes in game. But the timer is counting down. Going to remove the blockers. 2 teleports on the side of Florida Tech. And only Twisted Fate, the CKG's Twisted Fate. No teleports on that one. Only the Destiny from Twisted Fate. So that's going to be interesting. But again, I am by myself. My name is Joshua Fekes Quest. I'm going to go give a shout out to our sponsors here. First one up, Brain Gear, an NSF certified daily brain supplement with the formula that supports the brain at a cellular level. You guys are college students, maybe taking kinesiology or at least an anatomy class. You may have dissected a brain. I know I did. It was one of my most favorite classes because I got to do that. And I don't get to do that very often because people like to prefer to stay alive. And, in anatomy class, they already do the work for me, so I don't have to worry about that one. But Brain Gear is for the people that are still alive. Makes that brain a little bit better. No sugar, only 5 calories. Perfect to get you going in your weekly best of 3. Check them out at Brain Gear. Drink Brain Gear, I should say. drinkbraingear.com. And our other sponsor, Alpha Draft. Win real money playing fantasy esports. Over $5 million in payouts will happen this year alone in League of Legends, Dota, CSGO, and Smite. Don't miss out on the action. Go check them out. And also, want to give a shout out to Twitch.tv. If you're not watching us on Twitch.tv, you may want to question your morals because we're only streaming on Twitch.tv. Thank you very much. Again, Joshua Fekes Quest here. We'll be back in-game in just a moment. we are into game number 1.
Welcome to Summoner's
Once
Rift.
again, I don't think I can repeat myself enough. My name is Joshua Fekka's Quest. We'll see what happens here in this level 1. Looks like a line of scrimmage being drawn. Not too much going to be going on
30
here.
seconds until minions
Oh, they have the Elderwood Hecarim skin. That's the first time I've actually seen that in game, so that's very nice. So, okay, I do want to point out, I don't have time to read Twitch chat right now, is I actually do close it whenever I have the game on, so I don't get too distracted, because you guys are just too entertaining. I was told not to call the Orianna Kara, but I'm not going to pronounce all that. So, if you're upset at that one, I'm sorry. I'm just going to call you Kara. And if there's another way you want me to pronounce it, feel free to tell me. I'm more than receptive to correcting myself whenever I'm wrong, but I'm not gonna be wrong and stressing myself in pronouncing that name. So, Kara, Orianna, sorry, bro, or brah, I don't know. Anyway, nothing too exciting happening on the level 1 here. I do like the Chroma Skin Zac. I don't feel like we get near enough Chroma Skin Zac action in this game, even though the pool party one is essentially a Chroma Skin of Zac. It just has a little bit of, I guess, transparency to it, maybe a little bit more bubbles, I guess. But I really do like it. That's pretty much all you can do with Zac. KG getting a little aggressive on Kara in the mid lane, not being able to trade back onto the Twisted Fate. Actually missed the ball, and he has attack. He has the command attack as level 1, as most Oriannas do. CKG taking full advantage of that one, knowing that the retaliation from Orianna is not going to be very huge. With no command dissonance, you don't get very much damage out of an early game Orianna. You don't get very much damage out of an early game Orianna in the first place. Hold on, we have a flash and a flay coming out from Papa Chow. Exhaust go down onto Wigglytuff. Flash coming out from Command Dork, though, having to try to retaliate from that aggression. So, it's a heal and a flash actually coming out from Command Dork. So, summoners down in bot lane for both teams. ADC on the side of Florida Tech versus the support on Maryville. Definitely prefer the summoners to be down on the support. So, Command Dork, he has to play a little more cautious, a little more careful. Speaking of careful, top lane, Chody Walrus up top lane. I just now noticed his name. Chody Walrus in the top lane, helping get an assist on the Saskio. First blood going over to the Fiora. Very interesting names. That is one of the things about collegiate students as well. You know, in LCS, you're forced to change your name if it's, I guess, inappropriate. If you not in the Collegiate Star League. You don't have to worry about that. You can be a Chody Walrus all you want. All right, now that we got that out of the way. Maryville trying to get the lead early on in this game. That first blood. Also just the average bullying as well. We're already seeing bullying in the mid lane and the bot lane. CKG doing very well. Crushing Kara. Kara's actually out of mana right now, but we do see Ponernub hanging out in the wings there. Safeguard to a ward, but he just gets stunned down. There's nothing else to follow up. I think he still has Sonic Wave. Not and he may even use it there too. I might not see the particle. Well, it looks like Maryville, they want something onto Ponernub. Nice hook over the wall by Papa Chow. There's the gold card coming out. Wild Wigglytuff picking up that kill on his Ezreal. So, very good start for this Maryville team. And I believe that's also double buff going over to the Ezreal. They're going to start the dragon. A red buff on the Ezreal, going to help damage that dragon just a little bit faster, and there's no one on the side of Florida Tech that can really stop them. Their jungler just died, no smite steal away. So there is the dragon going over to Maryville. First one of the game, had that for 5 minutes. That was incredibly well played by Maryville University. But in the top lane, Saskio needs to be a little careful. Tried trading with the Midget Cow's Hecarim. Not working out too well for him. He's just going to farm underneath the turret. But he still has a biscuit in his pocket, so a little bit of sustain going for him. Nice expect this bot lane for Maryville to get a lot more aggressive. There's a play even back into Papa Chow. Throw out the Destin. It's not going to land, but there's the toss going on to a Wigglytuff. Ponernub is in the bot lane. He wants his double buffs back. Where's the Sonic Wave? There it is, but it's flashed out by Wigglytuff. So very nicely played. Dredge line not going to follow up in the back lines from the barcode. Looks like Saskiao getting back his advantage in the top lane as Midget Cow has blown through his last corrupting potion. Let's see what Saskiao wants to do with that one. Both top laners have had their share of cautious phases. Saskiao just kind of stood underneath the turret, healed himself up. No longer has a biscuit either. So is now trying to control the lane, and actually we might be seeing a dive. Chody Walrus, he's launching up. There's Destiny. Here comes CKG. He's going to get the assist in that top lane, so it is worth. Saskiao picking up the kill in the end though, and now they are actually pinging out Ponernub. They know exactly where he is. They're not gonna go into him yet. Actually, going to avoid the Rift Herald as well, which actually might be wise. Rift Herald is extremely powerful, and Chody Walrus not too bright in the health section there. Quite low. May want to go back pretty soon. Does have 1,000 gold. Yeah, he's gonna go back. More than likely pick up his Bambi Cinder. It is 1,000 gold, so back with some of that. A little bit faster clear time and a little bit more health. But actually, no, he's gonna get some more health. It's going to be. Hold on. There's a nice hook coming out onto Era. Papa Chow rolling very nicely. CKG rather, picking up the kill. Nice ignite being thrown down by Thresh as well. Maryville so far 0-4, 11.8k to 9.8k. Lead so far. And if you guys couldn't notice, I actually really, I'll be really glad whenever my co-caster gets here. Solo casting is hard, and it's not like I haven't done it before. I'm just, it's not what it's not how I like to start my night. Solo casting. I don't blame him. He has things he has to do. It's whatever. We all have our life outside of esports. Or some of us do. But right now, Chody Walrus doesn't look like he does it all because he is destroying these lanes. Looking for another kill in the top lane. Saskiao 3-0-0 with, I think, all 3 kills assisted by Chody Walrus. There's only 1 kill he's not been a part of so far. And that was, that was actually the mid lane kill on Kara from CKG and on Papa Chow. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that name. C-H-A-U. Excuse my ignorance on that one if it's wrong. Kara able to trade back a little bit now, and actually that wasn't a trade because there was really nothing coming off of CKG on that one. Attack, move, and dissonance. Maryville going to counter jungle, give Saskiao the blue buff, and that's going to help him out even more in the top lane. So I really like what they're doing with Saskiao. They're giving him the lead and giving him the tools to keep it. Very nicely played by Maryville. A little bit of ward clearing from the barcode in the bot lane. Nicely played. And that's what you have to do whenever you're kind of down and you're afraid of a gank from a Zac specifically. Clear the wards. But in the top lane, we have a little bit of an aggression here. Saskiao actually canceled out Midget Cow's aggression. Onslaught of Shadows not going to hit, but the Q, one last Q, did pick up the kill onto Saskiao, so that was a shutdown and Global Gold going over to his team. But Chody Walrus, he's ready in the mid lane. There's the knockup, there's the gold card, and here is the kill going over this time to Chody Walrus. And now, Ponernub, he's in the mid lane, kicking over Chody Walrus into the turret, but he still has his cell division, and that's going to allow him to tank up the turret. CKG flashes in, picks up the kill onto Ponernub, and that's another red buff given away over to Maryville. Now, they just want to take down this mid lane turret. A wave is coming in right now. CKG easy to clear the wave whenever you're a Twisted Fate, even this early on. And I say even this early on, and he actually has a lot of power. He has a really large rod and 2 Doran strings, so he has quite a bit of power already at 10 minutes. In fact, he has the most gold on his team right now by 600. So he has quite a bit of power in his pocket. In fact, he's going to go back with 1600. This is what he picks up. He actually picks up Sorcerer shoes. Get around the map a little bit faster, make use of that Destiny. And he's already made use of once in that top lane. Let's see what else he can do. Not too much has happened in the bot lane since the first 5 minutes of the game. Cow, he spots out Chody Walrus. Gotta run out of here. Let's Bounce is gonna lock him down just a little bit, but no mobility on the side of Saskia to keep up with that sort of aggression. So that is an ultimate down for Maryville. It looks like Kara making the way to the top, making the way to the top lane. Destiny pop. We'll be backing off of that one. The tech a little bit afraid of Maryville getting the numbers advantage in the top lane. Now while Kara's in the top lane, no shockwave used. Midget Cow is going to go into us here. Saskia trying his best to get out of harm's way. Barcode. The wall coming down, but oh wow, it actually knocked him back into the team. Could have been detrimental. Fate's call. He used up there to protect Barcode, who's on a Nautilus, who traditionally is pretty tanky. He may have been able to tank up a little bit more, maybe the bulk of what Wigglytuff and Papa Chow had to offer. Pretty itchy on that alt finger, I guess we say. Ooh, Phoner up. He needs to be careful. CKG, he can pick this one up. There's Ghost, Ghost being popped, but Phoner up. He decides to safeguard out of there. Actually, I don't even know if he decided that. That might have been an instinct kicking in. Blue buff given over to CKG in the mid lane. Chody Walrus has been doing a fantastic job pressuring these lanes. From top to bottom. Not so much the bottom as much as the mid and the top, but maybe looking to remedy that. Let's Bounce. It's not up yet, but you don't really need that when you have a massive slingshot to work with. And he does have flash as well. So I think Saskio's afraid that Midget Cow could outscale her, and actually, being a Hecarim, you're going to outscale a Fiora if you don't get shut down completely. 1-3-0, not enough yet, as we did see Midget Cow 1v1 duel Saskia earlier, so very interesting play already in the top lane. And Saskia on the KDA level is, doing better, but not able to 1v1 Midget Cow yet. It's help from Chody Walrus. Saskia says he's not even going to worry about it. Go to mid lane, pressure that a little bit, because the inner mid lane turret is a lot more valuable than an outer top lane turret. Midget Cow may have thought to roam to the mid lane there, but he gets spotted out by Pink Ward. Decides to take that one out. Picking up Pink Ward. Papa Chow taking out a couple wards in the bot lane. His team. Chody Walrus seeing that, is going to be camping himself into the bot lane brush on the riverside. See if he can get a successful slingshot engage from that distance. Actually, up. So shown here, there's a slingshot, there's a True Shot Barrage coming across. Now, here comes Kara. Shockwave is available. It actually hits nobody. That was not very good at all. The ultimate coming out from CKG, so Destiny bringing him to the bot lane. He's going to zone off Kara. Wigglytuff able to pick up Podernub. All that fight goes on, and there's the killing spree going over to CKG as he picks up Kara. So a little bit of miscommunication from the board of tech. In Maryville, they're capitalizing on it fully. Marco just trying to waste Chody Walrus' time here. How long it happens. A flash used. I don't really know if that was worth it, but what's done is done. Chody Walrus, he's going to keep going for it. In fact, maybe even spam the laugh key a little bit here. So, ups and downs on both sides. Like Saskia going to get aggressive onto Midget Cow, throws down the Ignite, but Midget Cow just gets tries to scurry away. Onslaught of Shadow is going to knock Sasuke into the turret. Will that be enough? Midget Cow is going to go almost down, not quite down. Sasuke almost going down as well. Is Sasuke going to try to risk this one? I don't think he should. I think he should just take the win and go. True Shot Barrage coming in through the top lane. Will it connect? It does not. Midget Cow going forward into the lane. He's dodging that one and actually going to stay in lane himself. So we'll see if this one pays off. I just got word that my duo caster will not be joining me tonight, so I will be solo casting. God help us all. We'll do my best, and hopefully Monday we can catch my my other duo caster. But until now, I hope you enjoy the show. Hope I'm entertaining enough. I try, and again, solo casting is not the easiest thing in the world. So, you know, like I said, God save us all, and please go easy on me. But Dragon is being contested right now by Florida Tech. No one there to stop it. Dragon traded for a top lane turret, so map pressure traded for an early Dragon tie-up from Florida Tech. Not the trade you're really looking for if you're behind. Definitely want that map pressure. You want to try to use much control of the map as possible, but there's the hook in the bot lane, followed up by pretty much a big tower dive. Very nice engage from Chody Walrus on this Zac. 107 on the Zac. Let's point that one out. Huge effect on this game. Another turret taken. That is 4 turrets to 0 in favor of Maryville University. They are taking full advantage of the, I guess, kind of the hole they've blown open in the early game with that kill onto Honor in the early game Dragon. So taking full advantage of the slight power advantage they had, and now just again completely blowing up open the map with these turrets being taken. Let's see what they decide to go with next as they clear out a ward, decide to go back, buy a few items. This is about the point in the game, especially for Maryville, that you just want to group mid and push. You can win pretty much any team fight now. We don't know how powerful Kara is. She only has Chalice of Harmony. He only has Chalice. I don't know. Kara only has Chalice of Harmony and a Doran's Ring. So there's really not going to be that much power followed up. Even if you land a Shockwave and a Command Dissonance, it's going to be difficult for them to really get off their team comp. But Midget Cow, he's not doing too bad. He has a Sheen. Onslaught of the Shadows can still be a huge ultimate. And if you have maintenance of Barcode's Nautilus, if you place everyone properly, get all the chess pieces in line, may be able to get an advantage over to Maryville, but it's going to be extremely difficult. And actually, I like what Florida Tech's doing right now. They're trying to pick off a lane right now. Sasuke's top lane being named, but can't do it forever because Chody Walrus is there. Cannot do it forever because CKG, he's on a Twisted Fate who has Destiny, has a Global Gold. He has Gold Card Pop. There's the flash away from the Shockwave and a flash into Kara. Kara flashes in. Pretty much into his death. That was a wasted flash. Double kill going over CKG as he was able to take out the Midget Cow in the backlines, but goes around, picks up Kara, goes back further to his team, picks up a triple kill, Hodernub, and out of position as well. Commandoric in the bot lane, just farming to his heart's content. And yeah, he's getting that farm, but the enemy team, they're getting the objectives. They're getting the kills, 1 to 13 right now, and they are pressuring the top lane inhibitor turret. Chody Walrus may be looking for a dive here, or if anything, looking to shove off Barcode because he knows if he gets dove, he's dead. And a dead Nautilus is a lot less useful than a live Nautilus who can't really do anything. At least he'll still be up, has his ultimate if they decide to re-engage, but Florida Tech, they cannot find the opportunity, and that is a top lane inhibitor going down as Maryville. Huge advantage going over to them. And it looks like they're swinging up around to Baron. Baron will be up in 5 seconds. I don't think they would want to start this. They don't have that much control of the map right now as far as ward's concerned. Ezreal, not that fast of a Baron killer. Not to mention everyone from Florida Tech was alive to stop that if they wanted to. So Florida Tech, they're just going to try to take advantage of everyone backing on the side of Maryville and go into the mid lane, but Chody Walrus and I'm Papa Chow not going back. There's a shockwave. It finally hits 3 people. That was a good shockwave, but nothing to follow it up. And now that is an ultimate down for Kara. And you see the health bars that actually hit barely even scratched. So we'll see what Maryville can do with this one. That's an ultimate down. That could lead in to a big combo from Florida Tech. That is what they're looking for. Onslaught of the Shadows, Shockwave. Fate's Call. Fate's Call is even down. Cody Walrus, he's just going to go in on a Commandor. Here comes Destiny. Where is CKG going to place himself? In the back lines, hits the red card. Doesn't even need the gold card. Hits the red card for the AoE. Gets a huge amount of damage. There's a double kill for Saskio, taking out Ponernub and Barcode. 4 for 0 right now. CKG is legendary. Kara, by oneself, still don't know the gender, by oneself, under the inner mid lane turret, I should say. Super minions are making their way into the top lane turret. Kara cannot even try to repel this bot lane aggression. Minions are on the side of Maryville. They're going to take the bottom lane inner turret. Looks like they are going to try to keep going. Papa Child's going to take up a little bit of that turret, wait for that wave to get there and reinforce the minion. Both landing on Barcode, a wild wiggly tough. Trying to finish that one up. Easy peasy. Chucks it down so hard. That is another down for Florida Tech. And another inhibitor down, actually, as well. There's only one inhibitor left at 22 minutes, and that is the mid lane. Still has the outer turret, still has the inhibitor turret. As if you couldn't tell that, because you need the outer turret to go down to get the inhibitor turret. Anyway, 1-19 so far. 28.9k to 42.8k in favor of Maryville. They're taking complete control of this one. Really not much to say. They're just taking the small advantages in the early game and turn them into huge advantages. And that's essentially what you have to do. Now, on the side of Florida Tech, some of you might be wondering, why don't they surrender? Well, for one, it's a professional collegiate game. If you want to, coin that term, or if I can coin that term, you don't really. It's not really, I guess, sportsmanlike to. Hold on, Papa Chow. He's by himself. Not much gonna happen here, though. Pretty tough. He is making this a big 2 top lane. We'll see how tanky on Papa Chow is. Destiny is popped. He is going to actually go to the bot lane and try to take out Kara. Kara lands a shockwave onto CKG, but not enough damage. Ghost popped. Dissonance not going to be popped there. Almost taken down, but 1 gold card after the initial burst from CKG was all it took. Lichbane proc a little bit too strong there. So once again, I'm going to go back to the topic. Florida Tech. The longer they stay in this game, the more they can think about the next game. So they have to really change up this pick and ban phase. They have a lot to think about. And they really, really have to keep themselves from getting snowballed so hard early on. I talked about that, Maryville. They're going to try to take up this last inhibitor. Inhibitor turret is down. Florida Tech only has 2 turrets left, and they're both in Nexus turrets. CKG is not even there. They're essentially 4v4, and now 4v5 because Kara is alive. Shockwave not available, so not going to be landing a huge wombo, but there is Fate's Call and Onslaught of the Shadows from Commandoric and Midcout respectively. Yeah, haven't seen too much come out from the support of. Oh, hold on. Fate's Call is popped, but nobody got hit with knockup. And now that just allows Maryville to re-engage Chody Walrus. He's going to go in very deep. Slingshotting himself in, double kill for a Wiggly Tough. Double kill also for CKG, very nicely played from Maryville. They saw that the primary engage from Florida Tech was down. They decided just to go back in. Now that is going to be game going over to Maryville. Almost a flawless victory. They gave up 1 kill. We'll see how Florida Tech can retaliate. Come back in this next game. I am Joshua Fekes Quest. Going to get the next game set up as soon as possible. Stick around. Be back in just a moment. hey, Clerky, I see that you want to cast with me, and I would be awesome. Trust me, I would really love that. Unfortunately, CSL regulations won't really let that happen. I really appreciate the offer, and I don't know, man. That's all I gotta say. I really appreciate it. Thank you, though, but I'll just be on my own on this next game. Hey, want to give a quick shout out while the lobby's being set up. CSL, there's more than just League of Legends. It's Dota, it's StarCraft, it's Hearthstone, it's also CS:GO now too. But in regards to StarCraft 2 in Hearthstone, spring registration just opened. So go check out cstarleague.com, and if you have a collegiate team that is into the StarCraft 2 or Hearthstone scene, go check them out. They have until December 31st to register. All right, getting into game number 2 in this best of 3. I actually neglected to mention this best of 3. It's a best of 3 because this is for standings in the CSL tournament. So my name is Joshua Fekes Quest. Getting into game number 2 in this best of 3 between Maryville University and Florida Institute of Technology. Florida Institute of Technology had a little bit of trouble in the early game, the first game. Maryville, they exploited every small mistake and just sort of blew it in. Mistake. Took a small snowflake, turned into a snowball. We're going to see what Florida Institute of Technology can do to try to counter that this time around. But so far, similar bands coming out. Kindred, Tom Kinch, and Dr. Mundo. Extremely powerful if you ever play solo queue from anywhere from gold to even master tier. And some challenger, of course, too. You'll see a lot of these bands are very similar. Dr. Mundo is extremely powerful right now. Tom Kinch has always been powerful and anti-fun for most people. And in fact, some people dodge games because he's so anti-fun. We're not going to see that one here. Lulu, on the other hand, can be annoying, but can also be dealt with. But this time, just going to... sorry about that. Going to ban that one away. Soraka, another band. So these bands so far are the exact same as last band. So this, what it's telling me is that Florida, they're not just, well, hold on. There's an adaptation. Fiora being banned out this time around, and that is going to be taken away from Saskio. And out of all the lanes, you want to ban I wonder if it's a top lane that was really giving them trouble, because I feel like Twisted Fate was a little bit more, I guess, more of a hassle for Florida Tech. We'll see what they decide to go with. Quinn locked in. Been seeing a lot of Quinn top. Been seeing Quinn jungle. Been seeing Quinn ADC. We'll see what Maryville decides to do with the Quinn. It is locked in. Don't know where it's going yet. Massive flex pick coming out. Thresh being hovered over. Might be taking that one away from a Papa Chow. Barcode. Wouldn't be a bad idea, but then again, there's so many other champions that you could just first pick. Especially with Quinn being first picked, you know you're going to be going against a Quinn sometime. We'll see what Florida Tech decide to do here. Lock in the Lucian. Regarded as one of the more powerful ADCs right now, just as far as consistent damage. You do have Vayne that's also a lot of upfront burst, a lot of burst damage once you get that third Silver Bolt proc. But going to go with the Lucian. Ooh, Ilawi being hovered over. So far, I've seen one Ilawi game, and she destroyed. She was very good. We'll see. We'll see if Maryville wants to practice around with the Ilawi. Switching over to the Zyra. Now, more than likely be for a bot lane. I don't think we'll be seeing the resurgence of Zyra mid anytime soon. If there was any kind of surgence of Zyra's in mids in the League of Legends, I feel like she was maybe when she first came out, and then like 1 month later, she got relegated to the bot lane. And speaking of the bot lane, Maryville, they locked in their bot lane with Ashe and Zyra. Made very popular in the North American leagues with by Cloud9, and that's one of the bot lanes they use almost every game. I think like last season during the spring split, maybe whenever they only lost like 1 or 2 games in the entire split and beat TSM in the finals. So we'll see how Maryville decides to play that one. Ashe and Zyra, they've always been a powerful lane. They've never not been a powerful lane. Main disadvantage of them is that they're both so immobile that they can be very prone to ganks. We'll see if Poner Nub can make that happen in the bot lane for his team, because like I said, Ashe and Zyra, especially before level 6, they're extremely vulnerable to gap closers, which is what a Jarvan brings. So I'm gonna predict that Poner Nub may be hanging out bot lane a little bit more than he was last game. Wild Wiggly Tough. I'm gonna be hovering over. Okay, so if where's everyone going? Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of Gangplank mid. I don't know where Quinn's going yet. Could be top. It still could be jungle. But then again, Malphite could be there as well. And of course, Gangplank can go mid and top. I don't know. I don't know where anyone's going right now. It looks like it might be a Quinn jungle with that Diana locked in. Or it could be Diana jungle. We'll get to that in a second whenever they lock in their summoner spells and we get past that countdown. The midget cow, he hovered over Darius last game. He may want to go with it. This might be a pick that he wanted to pick last time. It's like, hey guys, I can do it, and then they talked him out of it because he was going against a Fiora. Now they don't really know who he's going against, so they might just let him have it. If he's hovering over it, that means he might like it. He did it twice already. Did it in the first game, now doing it in the second champion select. We'll see what the midget cow locks in. We do have a Lux mid, which I do like. A very safe mid laner. You don't necessarily need a companion to really do damage like Orianna, I feel, does in those kind of wombo team fights. Lux can just kind of, if lane's light binding, can pretty much deal the damage all herself. And by the way, I do want to point out, I want to apologize. Not Kara. That is not the name that what he wants to be called. It's actually X. I believe his name is Max, but wants to go by X. So I will be calling the mid laner for Florida Institute Technology X from now on. But Midget Cow did lock in the Darius, so that is the top lane set up for Florida Institute Technology. Chody Walrus. There's still 20 seconds left. They could switch this up. Quinn jungle is a thing now. We live in a world where that's possible. And we have 2 ADCs on that team already. We know that for sure in Quinn and Ashe. So they will be able to take objectives very quickly. And we'll see who's going to be building tank. It has to be up to CKG if he stays mid lane on that gangplank to go tank. And timer is counting down. Timer is actually done. And yeah, we have a Jungle Quinn by Chody Walrus. I'm very anxious to see this. I haven't been able to have the pleasure of casting it yet. He's going to be going against Ponernub on the Jarvan jungle. So traditional jungle versus the new age jungle, the new meta jungle. We're gonna see what wins out here. I'm anxious to see it. I hope you are too. Midget Cow going to the top lane against Saskia. That is going to be a Darius versus a Diana. And 2 teleports on the side of Maryville against 1 on the side of Florida Institute Technology. And that coming in the mid lane for X. So we'll see how the map pressure plays out whenever Maryville decides to take use of these teleports. They also do have the global pressure from Cannon Barrage and Enchanted Crystalline Arrow from CKG and Wigglytuff, respectively. So we'll see how it plays out. Maryville, of course, cannot forget about that Quinn. I'm so excited to see the Quinn. Can also, especially at 20 minutes, dart around the entire map within seconds due to tag team. And now the 20-second home guard, or 20-minute home guards. We'll see how it turns out. My name is Joshua Fekes Quest. I'm going to give a shout out to our sponsors. First one being Brain Gear, an NSF certified daily brain supplement. No sugar, only 5 calories. Comes in a 2-ounce shot. Check them out. It really helps your brain out. You guys are in college. Give yourself a jolt. Don't do those sugary products. Don't do any of those, kind of pseudo energy shots. Check out Brain Gear at drinkbraingear.com. I don't think you'll regret it. Alpha Draft, win real money playing fantasy esports. Join thousands each week drafting teams in League of Legends, Dota 2, CSGO, and Smite for your chance at a shot at a big payout. $5 million. I said it last time. $5 million in payouts will happen this year alone, so don't miss out. Go check it out. And, of course, twitch.tv for sponsoring us as well. Thank you for letting us host you on your channel. And, oh, my voice is going out. Once again, my name is Joshua Fekes Quest. We'll be back in just a moment. I'm going to get some water. Alright. I am back. We are back on the Rift. Hopefully my voice keeps hold here. Was kind of going out at the tail end of that, but I got some water. I think I'm alright.
Summoner's Rift.
No problem. Easy peasy. So we'll see what happens here. I'm surprised we did not see an invade coming out from Maryville last game. considering how aggressive they played the early game and kind of kept a hold of it. But once again, a line of scrimmage being drawn, wards being thrown down by both sides, just to scout out where the enemy is going to be at. Chody Walrus needs to be careful. X, he does not start an ability yet, so he could still potentially start light binding and maybe get a flash out of Chody Walrus. But, you know, as far as damage goes, CKG has the advantage right now with 2 parlays hitting onto X so far. And, you know, those do pile up. You just think his lucky stars, you're going to get a crit out of that. I don't know if he's running crit runes, but if he were, that would, and he did hit a crit, that would have been pretty detrimental to a mid lane Lux this early on in the game. And I mean early on as level 1 before the minions even spawn, so it's always a risk you're willing to take, I guess, if you're playing against somebody like Gangplank. I don't know. I don't even know what he builds in this meta. Does he do the whole crit plank thing anymore? I don't even know. We'll see what CKG builds here. But for right now, he's just poking and poking and poking against this Lux. And it's quite impressive that he's able to do this without repercussion. And I take that back because he's not. He actually had to blow a flash in the mid lane as CKG got taken down quite a bit as Ponernub saw that he was doing that with no repercussion, said, no, I'm going to go punish this guy. Get a flash out of the Gangplank. So very nicely played so far by Florida Institute Technology. Just really going. I like Ponernub's I guess map awareness to see even before his jungle camp's cleared in the mid lane. His mid laner's in trouble, getting pushed without repercussion. So go in, skip a camp, go in, try to get something out, and it worked out for him. So very nicely played. He actually doesn't have any buffs. He left the blue buff up, I believe. Hold on one second. I'm going to switch over to the map there. Yeah, he does not have a buff, so he actually left the blue buff up, and I'm very surprised at that. You can't always swing back and grab it, but CKG, he had to see. Oh, hold on. There's a nice Destiny landing in the top lane by Barcode on Papa Chow. He's going to be taken down quite low. Has to flash out. While in the top lane, the Midget Cow trying to pick up first blood actually does get it, but it's answered back. Actually, Chody Walrus picked up the kill onto the Midget Cow. So that was pretty in favor of the Midget Cow. He got first blood, denied the kill from Saskio, his lane opponent. Gave it over to Chody Walrus, who, is on Quinn, snowbally champion in this meta. We'll see if Chody Walrus can take advantage of that one. And I don't know if you guys noticed this one, but I'm trying to find as many excuses as possible to say Chody Walrus. It's a very funny name. I don't get to say it as often as I'd like to in life. Anytime I do, people usually look at me funny, and it just now happens that the stars have aligned. I've come across somebody named Chody Walrus, so I'm going to take advantage. Chody Walrus, he got the first blood, looking for this Rift Scuttler. And we'll see what Chody Walrus can do with the return kill. That means he does get the advantage of items over his jungler as well as levels. So he's 500 gold up over Ponernub right now. Who, again, Ponernub did not grab the blue buff. He's grabbing it now. Meanwhile, Ninja Cow bullying out Saskio. Saskio, he's trying to retreat back to Chody Walrus. Chody Walrus, he's going to get the kill. Very nicely played. Nice use of the vaults to gap close onto Ninja Cow. And that is a big disadvantage when you play a Darius. You don't have any escape. Have a gap closer and bringing someone close to you, but that's it. Destin's missing on the bot lane as Ponernub was trying to set up for actually Barco was setting up for a gank from Ponernub, but gonna be denied. As I'm Papa Chow and I'm a wild wiggly tough. Scouted that one out nicely. There's a lot of damage going into this top lane turret in favor of Maryville University. There's a huge wave that Midget Cow is missing, and it looks like there's going to be a little bit of baiting in the lane. Midget Cow, he's going to get quite chunked heavily here. I misspoke all those words. Chody Walrus, he's going to go for another kill here. He's going to be able to get it. He does get it. Flashes out of the turret range and denies the Midget Cow a kill. So a huge camp in the top lane from Chody Walrus and Saskio. X is making his way to the top lane, but he's not level 6 yet. Cannot snipe anyone with the final spark, so going to back off. Scene that could not make it up there before the base ports hit, I suppose they would call that. It's amazing how much water really helps your voice whenever you're talking an excessive amount. Just wanted to point that one out there. In case any of you have aspirations of being a caster, or anybody who really, speaks for a living, whether you be a lobbyist or a, I don't really know. I guess maybe most of theirs would be in writing. I really don't know anymore. But even a radio DJ or broadcaster, any sort. Water is a really good friend of yours, as is honey. I actually used to make fun of people that drink honey. Wow, that's a lot of damage from that parlay from the CKG onto X. But yeah, I actually used to make fun of people that had honey at their side whenever they they have to talk a lot. But actually, I casted at Summoners Con a couple weekends back, or last weekend, I don't even remember anymore. And I had to cast a 55-minute solo game because some technical difficulties, and that really took a toll on me. I want to point that one out. Jody Wallace wants to point out the weaknesses of Poner Nub. Going to make it out. So Papa Chow gets hooked once again with the death sentence. No flash on him this time around. Barcode picking up that kill. Wigglytuff is not able to pick up the return kill. So on Papa Chow, getting a little cocky, got right in the face of Barcode. And threw down the grasping roots, but was not able to dodge the hook. Like I said, it's kind of hard whenever you're right in the face of a Thresh, but we have a lot of damage going on to Midgecow. Sasuke meeting him in the jungle as he's trying to make his way back to the top lane. Waiting for that Crescent Strike to come back up. Lunar Rush was used twice, so not going to be able to get the follow-up Lunar Rush. And Midgecow pulling Sasuke into him, getting quite a bit of damage put off onto him. Oxygen Guillotine is not up, so if you wanted to fight, that may have been the time, but it was too close to the turret of the Midget Cow to really be comfortable. But now, Nicole coming out onto a Wigglytuff, but on Papa Chow, picking up the kill onto Barcode as he was just a little bit too weak there. Teleport coming out from MCKG, I should say. Got the assist for the I'm Papa Chow's second kill, who got a double kill in that transaction. But in the mid lane, we'll pick up that up in just a moment. Mid lane X, he's out of mana, so he's going to be a little worse where being slowed down by the red buff. Choli Walrus, not enough confidence to tower dive that one, and for good reason. He just used his vault, he had nothing left, no mark was up. And now, let's not forget kids, tag team no longer is used as an execute. You can only use it as pretty much a mobility ability, getting around the map as fast as possible. Skyfall still has a little bit of damage to it, but it's nothing like what it used to be. Like I said, it's not an execute. It is now just an additional maybe like 60 damage. I don't even think it's that much. It's not an execute. So Chody Walrus doing well on not getting too aggressive in that mid lane. Camera wants to show bot lane. Wigglytuff may be in trouble. There's Stranglethorns coming out. It's not going to save Wigglytuff as he goes down. It's a disadvantage whenever you're playing against a Thresh or any mobile champion like a Lucian. Hold on, Chody Walrus, he's going to spot out. Midget Cow with eyes in the sky, picking up that kill. Killing spree going down, but a lot of damage coming out from X, who's in the top lane, but there's no turret to run to. CKG, he has cannon. No, he does not have cannon barrage. He is pecking him off with these parlays. Hopes him down so much. And there's the powder keg, going to be able to take down X as he tries to escape. 8-4 right now. Florida Tech putting up a little bit better of a fight this time. 16.8k to 13.5. It's not a huge runaway like last time. Dragon still has not been taken, which it was taken in under 5 minutes last game. Oh, there's a China first line arrow onto Barcode. They're going to poke him down quite a bit with these plants, but Commandork still picking up a kill on Papa Chow. And with no Enchanted Crystalline Arrow up, Wild Wigglytuff has to back off this one. Cannot duel one-on-one against a Lucian. But now with Choder Walrus in the bot lane, vaulting onto him, slows him down just a little bit. Doesn't get the follow-up damage though, and he just dashes away. Commandork able to stay alive a little bit longer. CKG may want to be careful, but maybe he's actually going to tell X he needs to be careful. A lot of damage being put onto him with the powder keg, with the cannon barrage, and the parlay. Final spark missing, as whenever you blow up those powder kegs, you get that nice speed boost. Oh, but there is going to possibly be a tower dive coming out here. Chota Walrus tanking up the turret, picking up the kill. He is 4-0-1 right now on a Quinn. So taking that first blood and running with it. Not the first blood, taking that retaliation kill and running with it in the top lane. So very nicely played by Chota Walrus. So this is one of the things. Chota Walrus has been not only on Zac, but on Quinn now, showing a huge amount of presence, which at level 6, that's what you expect. That's what you need to do as a jungle Quinn. Oh wow, huge amount of damage coming out from Saskio. That's not even with the Lichbane. That's just with straight damage. Saskio, he's going to be guillotined, but his head stays attacked, stays on. Papa Chow may not have a head though. Death Sentence and Commandor picking up a killing spree in that bot lane. So, on Papa Chow, I read in the chat he was possibly regarded as one of the best Zyra players in NA, but he's getting quite a bit. I don't know if it's just cockiness or complacency. See what happens in this top lane though, as Poternub knocks out Saskio, locks him into a prison of death. But Saskio actually turns that one around. I don't even know how that much damage got put out, but my goodness. So Saskio picking up Poternub, turning that prison of death into his own prison of death. So very nicely played by Saskio. Again, very surprised at that amount of damage coming out. I'm going to switch over to him, see what he's leveling. He only has 3 points in the shield, so very surprising, but damage done. Shannon Crystalline Arrow coming out in the bot lane. Barcode, he is caught out. Fools going to slow him down. He flashes. This is the death sentence on to Chota Walrus. Not going to save Commandor in this instance. Shutdown going over to MCKG. Picks up a double kill in bot lane. And now he's 3-0-3. Has the Trinity Force in his arsenal. Working with that one to its full potential. Maryville, they're not going to take the bot lane turret. They're just going to keep this slow aggression at bay. My god, the amount of damage coming out from Saskio is so huge right now. X, can he make it out? No, he can't. Just the edge of the Crescent Strike, able to pick up X in the mid lane on his way out. So man, Saskio in the top lane, in the mid lane, has a huge amount of damage. This Lunar Rush combo with the Crescent Strike. And not to mention the shield. So huge. All he has is a Zhonya's. But the Zhonya's at 13 minutes, so it's pretty substantial right now. KG in the mid lane by himself against Barcode and Poternub. I say by himself, but Chota Walrus hanging out. He's going to flank the enemy team. Just off guard possibly. Hook landing onto CKG, but he just eats an orange, and you know how it goes. Everything was K after that. Barcode, he has no wards to spot out Chota Walrus here. See if he can pick up a kill. There's Poternub. He actually flashes over Chota Walrus and CKG. Locks them into the Cataclysm. Enough for the final spark to take out and shut down Chota Walrus. So, X picking up his first kill of the game, and it was a nice shutdown. Commandor, he's going to just barely make it out alive. Or is he? There's the calling coming out, but it's actually Q and a plant coming out from Papa Chow, picking up the kill onto Commandor. 3 for 1 overall, and kind of an across the net trade. KG, is he going to tower dive this one? I don't think he should. He is going to get quite a bit of damage. He doesn't need a tower dive because the positioning from X allowed him to fight outside of the turret. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Midget Cow, I don't think he wanted to land that apprehend. I'm pretty sure he was happy that one did not land. He brought Saskio into him with that low of health and that much of a disadvantage. Even underneath the turret, Saskio would have made it out alive. He has flash. He has enough power to easily dispose of Midget Cow if he had been brought in. So might have been lucky that he missed that. Midget Cow just went back, decided to pick up his Black Cleaver. But damage done. Inner top lane turret down. Mid turret, outer turret I should say, going down as well. 31.2k to 22.3k. Looks like Saskio and CKG, they're setting up for something. They want to catch somebody. Will it be Poternub? He's making his way over. He knows the red buff is up. Maryville knows this up too. Here they come. They're just going to destroy him. CKG picking up that kill. And the fail flash from X along with the missed light binding. He's going to sit there, accept his fate. Double kill picked up for CKG. 8-0-3 now. He's legendary. Sasuke fighting Midget Cow, but Shody Walrus comes in, picks up the kill on that one. But now CKG meets Barcode. He's going to be locked down with the grasping roots of Papa Chow. Who picks it up? It's CKG, of course, because he has a massive amount of power. There's no reason why he shouldn't be kill stealing almost everyone on his team right now. Now, of course, I say that Sasuke has so much burst, it may be really hard to kill steal his Diana at this point in the game. Bot turret picked up for Maryville. It's 4 turrets to 0 now. They've taken an 11k gold lead. This is pretty huge. 16.5 minutes in the game. They're going to go back, spin their spoils. CKG is not, though. He's actually going to stay mid lane, farm a bit more, take out the turret a bit more, set up some barrels, intimidate anyone who goes into him. May have miscalculated that barrel's distance there. He's going to try to make this what he can. There's Cannon Barrage coming out underneath the turret, powering up. He's going to go back into CKG because he has company now. But he's going to walk back into the Cannon Barrage. So CKG still picking up the kill on Opponent Up. But now, here comes the Barcode and X. Crystalline Arrow does land onto the Thresh. There's a nice Final Spark coming out from onto Chody Walrus, I should say, from X, who is able to pick up CKG, shut him down, get his team some global gold as well. Sasuke has something else to say about this one. It's like, hey, this team fight's not done, guys. I'm here, I can kill people. Papa Chow's like, I can do the same. Let me do that. Stranglethorn's being thrown down. Picks up his own kill onto Barcode, support against support. And support of Maryville picking up that one. Light Binding just barely missing on Sasuke. So X, he's almost full health. Sasuke's almost no health. Still needs to be careful because of that, because you can still get a huge amount of burst coming out from Sasuke. Crescent Strike followed by 2 Lunar Rushes with the shield. Seen in the top lane against a tanky champion like a Darius. We're definitely going to see it against a squishy champion like a Lux. X falling to Sasuke. That was an inner mid lane turret taken down. Bottom inner lane turret taken down. Wild Wigglytuff. Ever so persistent on that push. And Commandork, even though he has a 5-3-1 KDA, still feels like he's at a disadvantage in this game, even on a one-on-one basis. But we're gonna see right here why he's at a disadvantage, because CKG just destroying everyone that he comes in contact with. Sasuke just destroying everyone he comes in contact with. You can see the same thing for Chody Walrus. So it looks like there's a chain of Crystalline Arrow. Sasuke going in. Wigglytuff picks up this kill. There's a teleport coming out. It looks like it was cancelled. X not wanting to go in onto that one. Does have Final Spark, shoots it from afar, doesn't pick up anything with it though. Huge amount of damage coming from CKG. Cannon Barrage gonna be able to finish him off. There's the Light Binding, but nothing to follow it up onto CKG. So he makes it out with just barely enough health. 2 little tiny bars of health. Those bars do get smaller the more health you get. He has quite a bit of health. Well, actually, he doesn't have that much health. He only has Trinity Force to reinforce his health. Whew. 30 kills to 9. It's only 20 minutes in the game, guys. And it's at the times like these where even if I had a co-caster, I'd still be solo casting, because there's been pretty much non-stop team fights, non-stop skirmishes. Barcode being caught out. I'm a Papa Chow, picking up that kill. 537 on a support Zyra. I had a little bit of a rough lane, but coming up pretty huge in the post lane. A lot of damage being put on a CKG, but not able to finish it off. X falling again to CKG. Oh, Sasuke has the far side alteration, picking up the vision of Midget Cow and just making very quick work of him. Has the Nash's Tooth, has the Zhonya's. I don't even know if Nash's Tooth was necessary. I guess that might be for just pure pushing here, pushing the wave. But I mean, man, so much burst. I really wanted to see a Lich Bane just for the fun of it. If you really thought somebody's health bar wasn't there after a Lich Bane, that much damage for Sasuke and putting the Lich Bane on top of that. damage, I mean, I don't know. The damage would be enormous. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why I thought Crit Flank would be a big thing in this meta. Essence Reaver is just an incredibly versatile item, giving you cooldown reduction and crit all at the same time. And of course, the more crit you get from other items, the more cooldown reduction, capped at 20%. Technically 30 overall. Essence Reaver gives. I want to cast something like this, Papa Chow able to pick up Poner Dude, but he gets caught out with the Crystalline Arrow. So that is an engagement down from Maryville. I almost don't think it matters. I think Sasuke can engage by himself. Since he has a Zanias, he can Crescent Strike Lunar Rush in and everyone in with the loot fall. Let's see what Sasuke plans to do. Cannon Barrage is up. There it's used. Chody Walrus able to pick up Command Dork. There's the Lunar Moonfall, bringing everyone back in. Double kill for Chody Walrus. And no surrender vote. Let's give props to Florida Institute Technology. I'll say their whole name. Let's give props to them. They're not surrendering. They're having fun with this one. They know what's happening. They know what's up. It's like, all right, guys, let's put on a show. They're doing it. You cannot get 37 kills to 9 by surrendering early. That means there's 46 kills in this game at 22 minutes. There's been over 2 kills a minute, which is pretty insane. As you see on the screen, a surrender vote actually tried to go through over on Florida Tech. It failed. Not sure why. Actually, I think Midget Cow is AFK. He hasn't moved from base in a while, but we'll talk about that in a second. The Colleen actually picked up somebody. There's Command Dork picking up CKG, getting the shutdown, giving his team some global gold. So that is something there. I don't know what happened to Midget Cow. I hope it's all in good fun. Remember, this is a game. I mean, I know it's for a competitive league, but you still want to be a good sport about things. Nice field goal. That is 3 points going over to Team Maryville. Sasuke completely melting the barcode of the health bar, I should say, of Command Dork. He didn't melt barcode that time around, actually. So a little bit of a graphical glitch going on there. Health bar still intact. So Maryville taking this one pretty dominantly. Again, want to shout out Florida Institute Technology. It was a very fun game to watch. Props to you guys for not giving up, for not surrendering, and just having fun with it. But that's it for tonight. That was the only best of 3 that we are showing tonight. Congratulations to Maryville. You guys are still undefeated in the conference, the Mixed 2 conference. You go 7-0 now, and that's it for us tonight. On behalf of CSL, my name is Joshua Fekes Quest. Have a good night, and thank you very much for joining us.